Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So I am so excited to talk about a new topic for you today that will help you understand and construct better sentences using the English language. I know that these lessons will be very helpful for you to communicate using the English language that are grammatically correct and properly constructed, considering that we will be talking about some grammar topics. So I want you to concentrate on our lesson today, pay attention to our sample sentences, and please practice them very well even after the class. So let's go ahead and start our lesson. Let's go.
So here, let's go ahead and talk about the topic on complex sentences. So complex sentences are actually, or is actually our third type of sentence structure. So we already talked about simple sentence, compound sentence, and now we have complex sentence. Okay, what is a complex sentence? So a complex sentence is a sentence with one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. So it means one independent clause and one or more independent or dependent clause. Okay, example here, we must not swim where the seals are. So the independent clause is the sentence, we must not swim. Okay, then the dependent clause here is actually where the seals are. Okay, that is your dependent clause. It could not stand alone. It needs an independent clause to have a complete meaning or sense to the sentences. Okay, now the monkeys move to the trees when the clouds darken. So this is also an example of a complex sentence. When the clouds darken is actually your dependent clause because it could not stand alone as a sentence, which means it doesn't have a sensible meaning to it. Okay? We do not completely understand what it means. All right. Now, let's see here some examples of your complex sentences. So we have here your independent clauses as highlighted here or shaded. Okay, and the dependent clause is unshaded. So first sentence, stay in the bath. Okay, independent clause because we understand it. Okay, next, until the phone rings. Okay, the phone rings. Okay, it has a meaning, but we don't actually know the sense of it unless we combine it with your independent clause. All right, now, next sentence, both the cockroach and the bird would get along very well without us, although the cockroach would miss us most. Okay, so we have there your independent clause highlighted in yellow, and although the cockroach would miss us as your dependent clause. Next one, leave. Okay, this is an imperative sentence. Also, it has a complete meaning and we understand it. While you can, okay, you have to combine it to have sense, okay, to give it sense. Next one, when a distinguished, okay, but elderly scientist states that something is possible, he is almost certainly right. Okay, so we see there that we have a long dependent clause, and we also have here he is almost certainly right as your short independent clause when he states that something is impossible. Okay. Oh, what's the meaning really? Okay. There is an unknown meaning to it. He is probably wrong. He's very probably wrong as your the independent clause. Okay. Now I want you to understand these sample sentences here to understand what actually is a complex sentence. All right. Going forward, so subordinating conjunctions in complex sentences. The word used to link an independent clause to a dependent clause is what we call a subordinating conjunction. Remember, this is different with coordinating conjunction, which links, okay, two independent clauses. So in this case, subordinating conjunction links an independent clause and a dependent clause. All right. Now, The most common subordinating conjunctions are although, because, before, even though, if, since, until, and when, and more. Okay? Now, in these examples of complex sentence, the subordinating conjunctions are actually shown in bold letters. Okay? Now, we can never obtain peace in the outer world. Okay? Your independent clause until subordinating conjunction, we make peace with ourselves. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools speak because they have to say something. All right. So in this case, we have your independent clause and your subordinating conjunction with your dependent clause. Even though he's a moron, I supported Tyson Fury. Okay. The role of a subordinating conjunction, remember once again, and the dependent clause is to establish a time, a place, a reason, a condition, a concession, or a comparison for the main clause. Okay? They have certain purpose. All right? So that's why you have to choose what kind of subordinating conjunction you have to use to actually complement or support your independent clause. All right?
So I hope you find our lesson today very helpful. So as I always say, the secret in making your communication skills in English better is constant practice. So I want you to please keep on practicing all the lessons that we've had in the past and even this present lesson. So I know that you can do it really well and you'll improve yourself eventually. So just keep believing in yourself and practice more, okay? Now, please stay tuned to our more lessons here in I-Fal, and please visit our website that I will flash on the next screen. I also encourage you to please subscribe to our classes because we have a lot of amazing teachers that will help you and guide you in improving your English skills. So once again, this is Teacher Nikki. So I'll just see you again on the next classes and video lessons that we're going to have. I know that we will have more amazing lessons in the future. So stay tuned and good luck. Study harder and I'll see you next time. Bye.